So Germany's got a pair of new 7.3 battle rating tanks. One for West Germany, one for East Germany. Yeah, okay, the BMP-1's not a tank per se, but you know what I mean. So instead of doing one individual video for each of these, I decided to do a combined one, mostly because originally I had no intention whatsoever of playing the M48. But they're both 7.3, and I think they might complement each other somewhat. So, interestingly enough, we've got a West German tank here. Take a little bit of a look at the armor on it. Pretty much standard M48. Might be able to survive a hit or two to the front of the turret. Probably not so much on the hull, except for the joint where the upper and lower connect to each other. And X-ray, as you can see, ammo all over the place. We'll see what we can do about getting rid of some of the ammo surrounding the poor driver. I don't know how much we're going to be able to get rid of, but we'll see if we can't at least get rid of this ammo rack right here, which I hope is the first one to go. It may not be, but we'll see what we can do with that. And then with the BMP-1, not really getting rid of much ammo there either. I mean, you could probably get rid of some of them, but primarily, I mean, you're pretty full of RPG rounds for this thing. Really, honestly, you're not going to survive too many hits in this thing anyway, so I'm not sure that taking any of the ammo out of it is really even worth it. You might as well just have it all. At least, that's what I think. Maybe I'll take some out of it later, but 40 rounds really is too many. So maybe I'll bring like 20 plus the missiles, I think. Because honestly, with the reload in this thing, even with the auto reloader, until you get the upgraded ATGM, you're not going to go through ammo in this thing that quickly. Because you're either going to kill people, or you're going to slightly damage them and get counter shot immediately. But, anyway. So, take a quick look at the modifications for both of them. Might as well start over here. And you can see here we've got the standard BMP-1 ammo, the Heat FS round with pretty good penetration, relatively speaking, for a 73mm projectile. And the high explosive round, which actually does fairly well for only having 11mm of pen. You can do some pretty good damage with it. The stock missile is 400mm of pen across all distances until you get 60-degree angle, and then it goes down to 200, which still isn't too bad. The upgraded increases that significantly from 400 to 600 and from 200 to 300, so about 150% again on the penetration improvements here, so pretty good. The big thing is you lose the autoloader, so the gunner has to manually load the ammo. So it's to be a slightly lower reload on the main gun, but you definitely get a better ATGM. And the most important difference is that these are WASD aimed and these are mouse aimed. So, and then for the modifications for the M48A2C, thank goodness you get the M82 as a first tier modification. I probably will go for that over the FPE first off. Because, as you can see, the reason I wasn't going to drive this thing in the first place at all is the M332 round is the stock ammo. It does get the standard NATO side 6 rounds of ammunition for 90mm guns, though. Heat FS, HESH, M82 nuke rounds, and smoke and HE. So, we will see if the M332 can do anything useful. It's been a long time since I've used it, so it's possible that maybe, just maybe, APCR can do something, but I'm not expecting too much out of it. So depending on the map we get, I will either drive the BMP-1 or the M48A2 first, and then I will try to get the other one into the battle as quickly as I can without necessarily suiciding to do so. So that's probably enough of an intro. Let's get this thing into a battle, or these things into a battle. Alright, well, I went with 21 rounds of ammo, and being that we're trying to get a conquest point, I thought the BMP-1 might be a better choice to go a little faster, but who knows? We shall find out. Look at all the M48A2 Cs, though. And some Leopards, so we got a bit of an up tier. That's okay. Multiple A2Cs, though. Alright, how are we looking for teams here? Okay. I don't want to go solo in for the cap yet with no help. So, try to be sneaky. There we go. BMP-1 on BMP-1 violence. Just gonna set up and watch for that Type 92 to go by here. Okay, he stopped. I know he's right over there somewhere. There he is. He is not looking at me. Nope, he's not. There we go. He took out a leopard, unfortunately, before I got him. See if we can't move in and decap here. That is not friendly over there. Got him. Got him too. Oh, that's where we're getting hit from. Okay. I'll call that a good start, and we'll definitely use the M48A2C now. Man, that was an alright debut for a totally stock, essentially unarmored vehicle. I'll take that. Okay, let's see if we can do anything at all useful with the M48 90mm. I don't mind driving the M48 105 because at least it's got a good gun to counteract its slow speed and unstabilized gun, but the 90mm, yeah. Alright, at least I know if I can find that BMP-1 that killed me, I can deal with him with the APCR rounds. I don't know about anybody else. See if we can find our friend, the BMP. Yep, there he is. Hello, comrade. That actually was him. Hey, and our M48 is even still, our fellow M48 is even still alive. How about that? Thought he was dead when that BMP got the shot off at him. Well, never mind. The enemy tank that's there did. Okay. So APCR isn't as horrible as it used to be. I'm not exactly, not exactly ready to forgive it for all of its past transgressions, but so far, it almost seems feasible. I'm not ready to say I wish I did separate videos on both of these tanks yet, but we'll see how this goes. Maybe a little combo won't be too bad. If we can make any progress back towards the cap here. Here, there it is. Alright. There's one. Down gun, down gun, down gun, down gun. Oh man, yikes. And that is where the APCR is going to fail you pretty much every time. Huh, okay. Why would that deflect off to the side? There's not like there's any angle there. Woohoo! That there was a fight. Not too bad. Okay, well. About half the points for the parts for the M48 and half the points for the parts for the BMP. I was kind of laughing because I was thinking to myself, man, how did I got twice as many kills, but also it's nearly twice as much score for parts for it, so that's okay. All right, not a bad start. So to be effective really at all with this thing, it's pretty much, well, with APCR. To be effective with this thing with APCR only, it's pretty much got to be able to get side shots on people. So that's what we're going to see if we can't sneak up side shots here. Go. No! Bradley. God, come on. Jeez. This stabilizer is so... It's an 551, okay. God, come on! Dear Lord! It's so bad. The lack of stabilizer is so terrible. It's so awful. Why are you not repairing? What? Really? I don't understand why that keeps giving me the option to hold R and take my repair off. That's bizarro world. Please don't miss him, IS-3. Man, come on. Well, thanks for killing him, I guess. Too bad I wasn't trying to still cap there. Anyway. Oh, man. I'm alternately glad and not glad that I didn't start up north. Come on. Almost there. E32E1 is what it was, and it's down. Ah! That works. Nice. Get up here, man. Come on, 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 come on. Stop, stop, stop. Got him. Hope that capture counted. It did. Oh, jeez. I thought that was an enemy for a second and I wasn't going to have any chance to do anything about him. Oh! Oh! Alright, that works too. I thought I had missed my chance to kill that M60. Thought I'd shot just a second after it had been killed, but nope. So far, not terrible. The lack of stab on the M48A2 is the frustration I expected it to be, but I mean, if you can get somewhere, you can get somewhere and sit with the thing, it's not as bad. The BMP's not terrible. Except if you're trying to climb a hill, which, like anything in this game, just utterly kills your transmission and engine power altogether. And there we have it. Not too bad. Ooh, in a crate. Suspenseful. Oh, now there's a shock. Oh my god. Yes! Smoke it all up. Beautiful. Thank you, team. Enemy team, that is. For smoking everything there. I'm not going to get cocky and tell them in all chat that I appreciate the smoke, but I really want to. I can't believe they did that. Okay, M82 nuke rounds unlocked and loaded. Well, unlocked and locked and loaded. There. Hello, hello. There we go. Well, this could be interesting. Too many people leave. Alright, let's see if we make it. Look at this guy. He waited. What a pal. We could try something really dumb here. That is a tank. That is a tank. I'm sitting there looking at that like, that looks like a tank, and yeah, and then it fired. Ooh. Sorry. Are you, but I gotta get into the cap. That worked. Ooh, that was a bounce off me. Enemy air coming. Here we go. Yeah, jeez. Ooh, made it. Thank you. All right, another capture. Man, that's a lot of arty. Yep, saw that coming. Saw that coming. All right. All right. We got some hash. A little fast on the battery drain, aren't we? Just got killed. As soon as I shot, he got killed. Of course he did. Oh, it was Dita. Boom. Uh-oh. Nice non-pen, we're dead. Should've shot his gun barrel. Well, if you're going to play 7.3, get used to this map, because apparently it's the only one you're going to get. That's a decent hit right there. That works too. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. We're moving out of here. Come on, tank. This is not scary at all. There we go. There we go. Oh boy, am I glad you're friendly. I could hear something behind me, but I had to deal with those two. Woo! Am I glad to be dealt with those two big fellas. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, well, we'll give this guy a little pop first. Stop! Okay, out of here. Get out of here. I love that that shot actually went through. Okay. Yep. Well, saw that coming. Ah, yes, my favorite sun conditions. Stupid. Thank you. I don't know how that just worked. Boy, did that take forever, though. Man, that turret. Alright. Got the BMP-1P upgrade, which not only gives you the better SAC loss ATGM, it also provides you with the entirely new turret containing smoke dischargers. So it's a 2-for-1 upgrade. Quite nice, actually. Alright. Now the reload is also significantly slowed down on the main gun because you don't have the autoloader anymore, so the gunner has to load his own shots. Just saw somebody right down here. Where was he? Back here, I think. Yep. And we are in trouble now. Yep. Ooh, thank you. Boy, their heavies are all over the place. I'm not entirely sure which one of my... Oh, it's my main. Okay, I could actually use my missile. I will in a moment. Might as well get fully repaired. We are deep in scary territory now. We're gonna have to restart the engine in a second. Ah, no! Well, that is lame. Okay, this ought to be fun. Where did the M56 go that was on the bridge? It'd be so great if somebody got up here and helped me hold this cap. Ah, come on. This airplane is not cool. Not cool, Mr. Airplane. Oh. So, one thing I would recommend in closing would be to probably go for your horizontal drive fast, soon, quickly on the BMP-1. The BMP-1P is very nice, absolutely. It was good to get to that as fast as possible, but the horizontal drive is definitely something you should get fast. You can, of course, go parts and then straight to FPE, and I recommend you do that, but you'll want to get your horizontal drive because the turret traverse is pretty pokey, and that'll increase it by 18%, which is no small number. But yeah, there you have it. You still have to come to a stop to be able to launch the missile, but the missile is much better, and of course it is mouse guided, so at least when you fire it, you can still move your tank. You can fire it from battle speed, and you don't lose your ability to drive your tank, which you do with the stock missile, so very nice. The BMP-1's actually pretty fun. If you push this thing up even more, you can actually hide behind some pretty good spots. Obviously, your nose sticks way out in front, but you can do a pretty good job hiding behind rocks and barriers. As for the M48A2C, the same old problems with a 90mm M48 and the M48 engine power plant transmission package. It's quite pokey, and when you're trying to drive up hills, that's quite a pain in the butt, and the 90mm is a very underwhelming gun for the battle rating this thing generally sits at. But once you get Hesh, gives you at least some capability to fight frontal enemy targets, and then Heat FS is basically the great equalizer and does a lot for you, so not bad. Your turret is obviously pretty much a big target, and they don't just totally destroy you in the commander's pimple, but it's pretty close. All in all, M48s are not my favorite tanks to drive, but they aren't the worst thing in the world anymore, so hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know this one ran long, but that's kind of what I expected with doubling up 2 vehicles in a single review instead of doing one single 20 to 25 minute review. Here we go. So I'll wrap it up there. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Good luck in German 7.3.